Part two, people's part two. Salute to Mac 1 for this one, baby. Mac 1, baby. Mac 1 beats. You already know. Yeah, let me get the people's back in. You know, part two. They already know what it is. Give everybody a little bit of time. You know, use the bathroom. You know, do what you gotta do, man. You know, we all got different things we want to take care of. I get it, man. Let's see if I can call some people in real quick. Hold up. Give me a minute. Let me invite some trustees. X-Man in the building. X-Man, if you want, you can just come right in, man. We ain't even gotta waste no time. Come right in, X-Man. Let me see if I bring you in first. Hold up.
Y'all just said.
What up, my brother?
What's up, brother? What's going on?
You hear me good?
I can hear you good.
Oh, I love the new situation. Only thing in my ears mad uncomfortable. I gotta get my ear used to this shit. John
Yeah,
Santana in the building. Big
I
G,
hear you,
everybody
brother.
tapping in today. This the part two. Took the 5-minute intermission. Now we back on business with my man X-Man the hater. There's a really why I call him that, because he's a hating motherfucker. That's my guy, but he love hating from far away too. He
Of
hate from
course.
far away. He
Of
be all
course, of
over your
course.
comments destroying shit. But X-Man, real quick, before we go to the topic at hand,
Yeah.
I would love to hear your point on both games over the weekend. What's your take on game one? I see you put some comments in there, but we start with the Commanders and the Eagles. Anything you see kind of different, that kind of how me and Cal seen it?
This is gonna be a good game.
You don't see no
Let's.
blowout, no nothing?
I think. Listen, if they can force Jalen Hurts to throw because he's hurt, we know that knee is bad, but we know what they're gonna get. This is a Washington team that gave up almost 600 yards of offense last week to Detroit, and
Yeah,
they're
but
gonna run Saquon
that's
down
the
their
line.
throats.
The line put yardage on everybody,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
they're just a
But
different animal offensively.
I'm taking the Eagles here. I think they cover here. They're gonna run Saquon down their throats the whole game. Saquon's on a mission. This is a 27th ranked defense in the league. They're gonna run
Right.
Saquon, and this is a much better defense than what Detroit had.
Well, one thing I can say though, even though Washington gave up all that yardage, they made some big plays
Yeah,
defensively.
they did. They
They had
did.
about
They did.
what it was like 3-4 turnovers,
What was it?
two
Four
interceptions,
turnovers.
one and like
Uh,
two
two
interceptions, two
interceptions,
fumbles.
two fumbles. Yeah, four
So
turnovers. Yeah,
four
yeah,
turnovers.
yeah.
So if they can get, let's say, two turnovers in this game,
And one of them was a pick six.
yeah, if they can get two turnovers in this game, that might be enough for them definitely to stay in the game.
I think
You
so.
know,
Yeah.
maybe, but at the same token, they can't turn it over back. You see what I'm
No, they
saying?
can't. They can't.
Yeah,
Jaden
so if you're going
Daniels.
to get takeaways, you don't give it back. You don't give the ball back to them.
Yeah.
And that's what they kind of got to do. Okay, anything on that Buffalo Chiefs game that we might have missed?
Listen, this is Josh Allen's chance. If Josh Allen doesn't pull it out here against Patrick Mahomes, I don't know what to say. This is going to be a good game. They're up in Arrowhead or Burrowhead Stadium, like Cincinnati calls it. But yeah, listen, I learned my lesson last year betting against Patrick Mahomes. So I think this is going to be a close game. I like the Chiefs. I think they win by a field goal.
Okay, now, would it be fair to say that if Allen don't get it done with the Bills, they already saying that it looks like Detroit had the run,
Yeah,
but they just lost two coordinators and they're
yeah,
going to lose some guys via free agency.
yeah.
I won't
Welcome
count.
home, Aaron Glenn.
Yeah, I mean, I won't count them out. I won't count them out.
Yeah,
But same thing here with the Bills.
yeah,
People are going to be after their coordinator. They're going to be after certain players. You know, when you
yeah,
win and you're a free agent, everybody wants your peoples. That's just
yeah.
the
Of
way it is.
course,
Like that
of
in
course. Yeah,
baseball.
yeah.
So would you basically say like Buffalo has to do it now?
They have to. This is Josh Allen's legacy on the line. I mean, you're 4-0 against Mahomes in the regular season, but 0-3 when it counts the
Some Joe
most. So,
Burrow shit.
yeah, some Joe Burrow shit, but at least Burrow beat Mahomes in the playoffs to get to the Super Bowl that year.
Right.
This is Josh Allen's chance. This is probably the best team he's had overall, talent-wise. You know, they've got a good running game, good passing game. Defense is good. Their safety's not starting this weekend. I think he's hurt with a back and injury, so that's a big blow for them. They're starting a rookie in the secondary. And the Chiefs are really coming. Reed, the safety
That's
Reed.
big time.
Yeah,
That's big
yeah,
time.
Reed. And really, if you look at it, the Chiefs are coming in healthy. They got Pacheco and Brown who didn't play in the first game. And those guys are back, and Brown is creating havoc already with those long deep balls. Xavier Worthy's going to be more involved from the slot. Yeah, I like the Chiefs. I think they win by field goal.
I got a feeling if Buffalo wins this game, they're gonna win by a nice margin.
Yeah, I agree.
They can't just let it come down to the end and let Mahomes break their heart again.
Yeah, exactly. They got to go up big early on them.
We got news from Steve Levine. My Cowboys had hired
Brian Schottenheimer.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know what that means. I gotta look that up. You know,
he was their offensive coordinator last 2 seasons, even though he didn't make any calls on what plays to call.
Oh, so they went in house. We went in house.
They went in house. Yeah, I don't know why Jerry Jones doesn't know what he's doing.
Okay,
I think he's just happy.
Back in the building. We got the R tapping back in. Always a pleasure to have the R always tapping back in. So so basically, you like the Chiefs to come out victorious at the end of the day.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. My man R said it's a trash hire. I kind of agree with that. I was expecting a real big name. This is why I'm about to hang up my Cowboy fan for 40 years and just don't like no team until we get out of the Jerry Jones situation.
Listen, I don't understand. Deion was right there.
Quit. I mean, I hate to use that word, but I'm about to lead on motherfuckers.
Well, listen. What's the reason of hiring Mike McCarthy, of letting Mike McCarthy walk if you're going to hire this guy? I mean,
that's what I'm saying. That ain't no upgrade.
You had Deion Sanders in the building.
If you get Ben Johnson, or if you get, even a Pete Carroll would have been better than it. And I'm not saying I wanted Pete. I think Pete would be good in the Raiders because there's a lot of young people.
I think so too.
He can teach the game. He can teach them the game on some Hubie Brown shit.
Yeah.
If y'all know Hubie Brown, y'all know what the fuck. I know X knows him.
Yeah.
But if y'all young guys don't know, look up Hubie Brown.
Yeah.
That I can see. But the Cowboys don't need no Hubie Brown shit. They need a star head coach.
Listen, I think Jerry Jones, you had Deion Sanders in the building for a couple of days. That's where you should have snatched him up, make him an offer and everything.
Even though, because I spoke to my man that follow college real good. He says that he's not leaving Colorado just yet.
Well, you know what it is? He did come out with an interview a few weeks ago. He said he will only take an NFL job if he's able to coach his kids again. And I mean, it's not going to happen unless like the Tennessee Titans offer him a job, because I believe Shedeur Sanders is going to go there with number 1 overall.
Right.
Or maybe the Giants, but the Giants are keeping Brian Dable. So it's difficult for Deion, but I would have, if I was him, Jerry Jones should have at least made him an offer for the job, because I think Deion could easily change that thing around for the Cowboys. They had a terrible year. Their defense was terrible. And
anything's an upgrade, but you gotta.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm not taking none away from Schottenheimer, but that name doesn't do it for me. His father did it for me, but
it doesn't.
That name don't do it for me. It's not like Shanahan that the son came in and was doing work. Even though a lot of people are doubting his coaching, way of coaching, but at least that guy been to some chips, man.
Well, the thing is this: they also had the offensive coordinator who just took the job from Jacksonville, of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They could have even interviewed him.
Right.
And he would have been a way better hire than Schottenheimer. But that's how Jerry Jones does his business. I guess he's content with being mediocre.
What he wants to do is he wants to get that guy like Jason Garrett, that he's going to
yes man
through him. Some coach through him shit, and that's why I can't fuck with Jerry Jones.
Exactly.
Enough
I agree.
with giving the Cowboys clout. Fuck the Cowboys. Let's move over to bigger and better news. The R said that Pete Carroll was going to take Russell the Muscle. I definitely agree with that.
I think so.
Russell's definitely an upgrade in
Yeah.
Raider talent. I don't think the Raiders. What they got like the 6 overall. I
I
don't think they
believe
should.
so.
I don't think they should go quarterback unless there's an outstanding piece
Listen,
left.
there's only 2 quarterbacks going in the
Fuck
top
that
10 this year, I
rebuilding
think.
shit.
I
Yeah,
think
fuck
there's
that
only,
rebuilding shit.
yeah.
Go
I think
Russell.
the only 2 quarterbacks that are going in the first 10 picks are going to be Shedeur Sanders from Colorado and Cam Ward from Miami. Those
Miami,
are the only real 2
exactly.
quarterbacks that are in the top 10. So I agree.
How
The
about
Raiders,
Howard from Ohio State? He's very interesting.
he's
Kid's been balling. You gotta at least.
he's balling. Yeah, he's been balling. He had a good game in it, but I don't think he's a
You
top
don't
10
see
guy.
him top 10 though,
I don't see
right?
him top
But
10
I'm
though. I
saying he
see
played
him
his
late
ass off,
first.
but that don't mean he can do it in the NFL though.
Yeah, exactly. He had great talent around him at Ohio State too. Remember that. So
Facts.
if he goes to the Raiders or to a team that don't have that kind of talent, he's going to be a lot like a Mac Jones kind of player. You
Steve
know.
just said, join the Eagles bandwagon, Al. All right, listen. Let's go to bigger and better shit. Fuck the
Okay,
Cowboys, like I said.
let's go.
Detroit Lions offensive coordinator Ben Johnson has agreed with a deal with the Chicago Bears
The Bears
as head coach. And, I mean, this guy's going into like a bad situation, but it's really a good situation because they have talent over there.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
agree.
he's got to fix the organization, the way the organization runs. They got to give him the key to turn all that around. I'm going to give you an example. We had a supervisor, security guard. They hired him. They said that he could make whatever moves he wanted, but when he tried to change the structure, they said, no, we're going to leave it like it is. You just put the pieces in place. So what I'm saying, if they give that to Ben, he's already on the losing side of this deal.
Yeah.
Let him change the fucking structure, everything in that motherfucker. Because they need to shape up all the way up. Because the Bears, like I said, they've been losing for years. They can't be scared for change. The change is only going to make better. And I think I'm not saying that Ben gets all his credit. All he was is, of course, an offensive coordinator on a team that had fucking juggernauts. So that's not really telling me that he's a genius because he has some playmakers. But if he can do from what I'm reading upon, they said that he's a great schemer, but is he a great schemer as a coach? Is he a great schemer as a defensive guy? I know offensively he is, but that don't apply to everything else. Ask Shanahan. Shanahan was a great offensive schemer, but, got Frisco to the chip, but they didn't win. So the point I'm trying to make is I think he's the best fit for them, the hottest commodity for them, but is he going to excel in Chi-Town? Is my question, X.
Yeah. Well, you can say the same thing about Aaron Glenn with the Jets because he's a defensive coordinator.
We're going to go
but
there.
I like Ben Johnson. I like Ben Johnson. This is a great picker. He's got the talent on offense. It's the front office to fix what happens in the organization, too. They got to give him the authority to get the players that he wants. Offensive line has to be fixed. Caleb Williams, I think got sacked almost 60 times this year in the backfield.
Well, he didn't help his shit either, holding that shit for 6 seconds.
Well, that's true, too.
You got to let that
that's
shit
true,
go.
too.
But they was on his ass all year, but he was holding that rock too long.
He's got talent. Listen, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, the tight end Komet, they've got a decent running game. They got to fix that offensive line. They got to give him the authority to say, listen, I want this guy for the offensive line, drafted offensive lineman. Give him all the say on what he wants offensively. His coordinator, he's got to get a defensive coordinator. The defense wasn't bad at the beginning of the season, but being on the field all that time, they wore down.
Yeah, they wore down.
And they suffered. So he's got to get a defensive coordinator, but they got to give him some say at draft day and ask him, what players do you want that's going to fix the system you run, that you think is going to help Caleb Williams, become better? What offensive lineman do you think? Because the first things first, you got to protect Caleb Williams' blind side.
Right. Now, you got to understand, they also got some free agents. I didn't have time to look that up. I've been doing a million shit, but I know they got a couple of key free agents they got to make a decision on. if I'm correct, don't hold me to it. I think DJ Moore might be one of them,
No,
but I might be wrong. It's either one of those receivers,
if I'm correct, I think they signed
Allen
DJ
or Moore.
Moore last season. I think they signed DJ Moore last season to a long-term deal, I believe.
Okay, but I know it's one of the key
I think it's
playmakers.
Keenan Allen. I think
Okay,
it's
one
Keenan Allen.
of the key playmakers. So I think you want to re-sign that guy unless you could go to the draft and save that big money
Yeah.
and then get something really good in the draft.
There are some.
So okay,
There are some decent receivers coming out in the draft. The thing with Keenan Allen, yes, he's a playmaker, but dude's barely on the field. He's always injured.
I know, but he was dope, man. He did a lot of nice
Yeah,
things
no,
for
he
them
did.
last
He
year,
did.
man.
He did.
But real
I mean,
quick,
listen,
so
if you look at
it's a
it,
great signing. You agree with
yeah,
the signing? I mean,
I
you
agree
want the
with it,
hottest
yeah.
commodity. So.
I mean, Caleb Williams did almost throw for 3,300 yards. He had 19 touchdowns. I think it was 10 interceptions or something like that. So he didn't have a bad rookie year. And early on, they were winning games. And, you know, like I said, late in the season, the defense got tired and he got hit so much. You know, that offensive line, that's the main thing. Fix that offensive line. Give him time to throw, and then you can see exactly what you have for the future.
Well, one thing I can say, Ben Johnson do got a lot of pieces.
Yes, he does.
He got a lot of pieces to work with. It's not like you're going into a team like the Titans that basically got no talent over there.
Yeah, you got to
like
rebuild from the bottom. Yeah.
over there. Yeah, but Ben do got some talent. That's a fact. Can you orchestrate this talent? Can you get this talent to perform to his highest level? It's what he's supposed to do. Let's see if he gets it done. Now we're going to pivot to your New York Football Jets. Who I'm not going to compare these pickups. I think this has a lot more that I like. That I agree with this one more than the Ben Johnson one. Just signed AaRON Glenn, an ex-player, an ex-first-round draft pick. I think this is a perfect pickup for the New York Football Jets, especially with the experience that AaRON Glenn picked up. Now, a lot of people might go, that defense was horrible. But to AaRON Glenn's defense, the majority of those guys got hurt midway.
Exactly. Listen, they lost Aiden Hutchinson early in the year, and that was huge for them.
Yes. A lot of cornerbacks went down. You know, and I'm not making excuses because people can say, everybody got teams that get hurt.
Yeah, it's not an excuse, it's fact.
They show images of games like the Minnesota game that they can be a force to be reckoned with. But when you're not that deep, it's hard to repeat, you know, a game like that. When you're not that deep, bro.
It is.
You know
it is.
And I think that week off did more damage than more hurt. I mean, than more help. I thought it would help them because they get to salvage some injuries. But instead, it kind of got them off beat. That the beat that they had against Minnesota.
No, you're right.
Took them off rhythm.
You're right.
And I know it was that because they couldn't stop a nosebleed that day. And against Minnesota, they stopped them 3 and out in so many different occasions. And it was a home game.
This is why I don't really like a lot of the buys in these games, because sometimes you're a hot team going in, you take that buy, and then you don't have that same edge coming back.
Yes, but they need that.
No, they do.
Fuck all that momentum shit. Them motherfuckers got to heal, X. Then you add an extra game on the schedule, X.
Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, no, I understand that.
Ray Lewis said, we're not playing that 17 game unless you pay us more. Because our body wear and tear. One game
Listen,
it's
a rough game. It's a rough game. It's a rough game. But you know, I think the week off really did hurt them. It really did hurt them a lot more than help.
Yeah, but let's go to the New York Football Jets.
Yeah, let's go to those
X-Man likes this
shit
sign.
bags.
It's a 5-year deal. How do you like the signing beside him being a Jet? Meaning he got picked up by the Jets. He was drafted by the Jets. Played so many years as a cornerback for the Jets.
Yeah.
Why beside that you think AaRON Glenn is the right fit for your system and your team, X?
He's got the talent on defense already. Okay, I think that defense, just being that the way the season spiraled out of control, I think they just fuck it. The season's over. That's it. Since Robert Salah got fired, they went from being a top 5 defense to a middle of the pack defense. I think AaRON Glenn got the pieces on defense now. I think he's going to put them back up there. This is a good signing because he understands the defense. I think he's going to hire a good offensive coordinator. I think the Jets are going to give him I think the
Because
Jets are
Glenn
gonna
is
get.
all defense.
Yeah,
So they're
yeah.
gonna have to have an
And,
offensive
and
good,
to be honest,
really good.
it's
I'm
gonna
talking about like a Kingsbury kind of
this is
offensive
gonna help.
coordinator.
This is gonna
Wow,
help Sauce Gardner
Breezy in the
also.
building.
This is gonna help Sauce Gardner also, being that Glenn was a cornerback,
Oh,
so he
Garner's
knows
gonna
the ins and outs.
definitely,
You know,
definitely come on.
the
And Reed, if you still
and
got Reed over there. I like
DJ
Reed.
Reed, yeah,
And
DJ Reed, yeah.
Whitehead, right?
Whitehead is still. We'll see what happens with him because I think he's coming up on a new contract. So it
I
depends on
like
who
that
they want
kid.
to
I like
pay. Who
that
Woody
kid.
Johnson wants to pay. Yeah, he's good. He's good.
And I think Homeboy's gone, right? What's his name from the Eagles?
Reddick,
Yeah.
the guy they picked, Reddick.
Is he signed or he's gone?
I think he signed the tender that they gave him. That's why he came back. But I think he's a free agent. He's walking.
Yeah, I think they're gonna let him go. Too much
I think they're
money.
gonna let him go. Yeah,
he ain't do
I think so too.
shit them couple games. I ain't even hear his name like that.
I think he sat out the first 5 games or something before he came back, and he wasn't that
it
player.
looked like he was out there playing not to get hurt, to get the
Yeah,
big contract.
I think so too.
Get.
I think so too. But this signing is good. The defense is there. I think he's going to bring the defense back up to where it was. The question is, who's he going to hire as his offensive coordinator? And I think they need to part ways with AaRON Rodgers, period. They need to part ways with him, let him get his quarterback. And it depends on who, because they haven't hired a GM either. So they got to get a GM in there, a GM that's going to work with him and give him, like Ben Johnson, like I said with Ben Johnson in the Bears, they got to give Aaron Glenn say in the draft, see what players that he wants to draft that's going to fit the system he wants to run. So that's key there also. I like this signing. He's going to teach that defense a lot, especially the defensive backs.
But why?
They're going to learn.
You know he's a defensive guy, right?
Yeah.
There's no other quarterback out there. I haven't got one more year max, dog. Just get.
That's the problem.
I'll give it a fucking right. I know it was hard seeing him. I get it. But Aaron Glenn is not going to let him talk the way he want to talk to him, bro.
That's
Aaron
true,
Glenn
too.
is not a visitor. He's a Jet, dog. Even though he went to the Lions, he's a Jet. I think if he talks to Aaron, and I know immediately they're going to know, listen, it's my team, Aaron, not your team. So knowing Aaron, the way he be, he probably just won out after that.
Remember this. With a new GM, Aaron Rodgers is not going to say as much as he had with Joe Douglas and all those guys. It's going to be a different story. Now you look at it this way.
It's going to be better than Aaron Rodgers, even just for one season. I mean, you can have him so that guys don't have another like 4-12. I don't think you go 4-12 again with the draft pick. With the guys coming back after what they experience. Yeah. I definitely don't see you guys having a wicked season like that again.
Well, you look at it this. And you talk about Aaron Rodgers, and you know how I feel about it. I can't stand the fucking guy. But he still threw for almost 4,000 yards. He still had the 7th most touchdowns in the league, 28, and only 11 interceptions.
Anybody out there.
So, I agree. I think
you get that better than Aaron right now. Tell me.
I agree with you. I think one more year and let him just 1 year. That's it. Yeah.
1 more year. Let Aaron get his feet wet. Aaron Glenn with at least a quarterback that knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And then they can look to shop for a quarterback, maybe a free agent quarterback, somebody for 3 to 5 years.
But remember
you
also,
don't want to just put a rookie out there and start this fucking carousel all over again.
Well, and remember though, it's also if Aaron Rodgers likes the system that they're going to install.
Right.
Remember that, because he's been running the same system for 20 years now. So he may not want to run the system that Aaron Glenn is going to implement, or the offensive coordinator is going to implement. Right. That's key also. I agree. I think 1 more year is good, and see what's out there in the draft, or see what's coming up in the free agency.
His energy got to want to be there.
Yeah, exactly.
If he looks
that's what I'm saying.
The way he looked, get rid of his fucking that. But if he sees high motive, like, you know what, I want to make this work. Last year was bullshit. I didn't get along with the coaches. I'm ready to make this happen. Then I think it'd be worth a shot.
I agree.
If you see that motherfucker all nonchalant and it's about him, cut ties with that motherfucker.
I agree. But we'll find out early on.
There's a better quarterback for the Jets right now. And my boy Allen right now talking, he's saying he's gone. But Allen, who you got? Who you going to put the quarterback,
Listen,
Allen?
we always hear these guys, oh, he's going after this year, and they come back for another year. They all say that. It's all smoke and screen. It's all smoke and mirrors. That's all it is.
So,
I think he
he's
could.
41 years old, coming over the Achilles. I
Yeah.
think, besides his attitude, I think he played okay, but his attitude was fucking garbage.
An Achilles injury, 1 year to recover, another year to get back to full strength. So it's 2 years. This is going to be year
he's
2.
40-something, though. It's not like he's 29.
And listen, with Devontae, and listen, it's not like the Jets don't have talent on offense. You got Brees Hall, you got Zonovan Knight, you have Garrett Wilson, you still have Devontae Adams.
Wilson might be gone. He said he won out.
Well, Wilson's under contract, so
he said he wants out.
Well, Wilson ain't going nowhere because
Adams
he's still under contract.
I think Adams going to Pittsburgh. He wants to be. I
think if Rodgers comes back, I think Adams might sign a 1-year deal just to play 1 more year with him. So I think
I'm reading up on him, though. He wants to go with Tomlin, though.
Who's going to throw him?
Did the Aaron shit again. Like, that shit didn't work, bro.
Who's going to throw him the ball in Pittsburgh?
They say Fields is going to be the guy. I don't know. They say Fields is going to be the guy out there, but he wants to get with Tomlin. I don't know. There's something with Tomlin. He knows that Tomlin
because
gets the best out there receivers.
Tomlin is a player's coach. That's what it is. He's hard, but he's a player's coach. Players like playing for him. I mean, if Adams doesn't come back, the Jets still got some pretty decent receivers there. You make Garrett Wilson number 1 again. And so they got talent. They got good tight ends in Conklin. They got a defense. I think they just need that one big voice of head coach, that leadership that they took away from Robert Saleh when Aaron Rodgers came on board.
Okay, X, let's pivot. I know this segment is hard for a lot of people because, when you're talking about bum teams, getting a good guy. But I have to do that on my show just to show the people that I'm capable of doing these kind of subjects. It's not always top of the line subject. Sometimes we got to go to the bottom and it grits you and talk about shit and it grits you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
I just had to do it, especially the New York Football Jet one, because I thought that Aaron Glenn thing was real special. And I hope that it works out for him.
I hope so too.
Really good dude. I always liked Aaron Glenn.
Yeah,
I hope. Good dude, man.
I hope it does.
You know what I mean? But
work out for him.
Let's pivot. I know you wasn't expecting this. Let's pivot to the NBA real quick, X.
Okay.
If you've been keeping up, I haven't really been gambling NBA, but I've been
here and there.
That who's nice and all that.
Yeah.
Who do you see right now as the most surprising team? Surprising, not the team that's doing best. The team you didn't expect to be playing this good. Who's your most surprising team, X? Because Cleveland and Thunder, they were already good. Now,
they were already good.
Play this good, but they're not surprising. They've been playing good. They're surprising that they're playing this good, but I'm talking about a solid team that came out of nowhere, X.
Damn. You know what?
I'll give you one right now. The Houston Rockets.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
That coach is no joke, dog.
I was going to say, well, Ime Udoka's a good coach, and he had them playing hard.
That coach is no joke, man. His demeanor is crazy.
Yeah.
When he's calling timeout, the way he be walking, I'm like, yo, this nigga be thinking that those championships
remember,
like, those are Popovich championships. You got a ring because you was with Pop. But he be acting like he was popping shit. You feel me?
Yeah, well, they just missed the play-in last year. So it was expected for them to make a jump, but I didn't expect them to make this good of a jump. Another team I'm surprised at is the Detroit Pistons. There you
go.
They played very good this year. They've beaten the Knicks twice, and they've given some really good teams.
21.
And I think they're holding the 9th spot.
16th in the conference, so they even make the playoffs.
They make it to playoffs,
They keep this kind of play.
Yeah,
Cade Cunningham's been stepping his game up. And
I was about to say that,
Believe it or not, Tobias Harris, who's been bud in Philadelphia, is really helping out this team with also Tim Hardaway Jr. So
and I think
the veterans are helping them out.
Yeah, I was about to say those veterans that they got are really helping these young guys and stuff.
Yes.
And man, Cade Cunningham, man, that kid is playing like an MVP right now.
Yeah. Ivy's been hurt, but he's
Ivy's been hurt, but
Durham is nice, a young boy, big, strong body.
They got James Wiseman.
I think they're gonna fade, but I like what I'm seeing out of them. At least if they can make the playoffs, but they've been horrible the last 4 or 5 years.
I like what I see from them. I don't think they're going to fade. I think if they do, I think they're going to get into the play-in, and they could be a dangerous play-in team. I
Right.
don't think I see them falling that far. They're better than the Nets. They're better than the Raptors.
No,
You know, and
I see them make the playoff. What I mean by fade is one and out type shit. You feel me?
I think they make.
But if
I
they
think they make
make
the
it,
play-in.
if they make it, that's good enough for them, bro.
Yeah, of course, because now they know they've got something there. Houston, I think, is going to definitely be. I think they're a dangerous team if they get in the playoffs. But I think, like you, Houston is too young. I think they might fade also in the playoffs. They might be a one and
Right.
done, a one
But
and
I
done
love the
first
Van
round.
Fleets, the Green, the
Yeah.
Sengun. Guys is nice,
What
man.
is it?
Those coaching them up, man.
Jabari Smith Jr., good big
Yes.
man. They're a very good athletic team. Udoka, I think, is an early candidate for Coach of the Year.
Okay, real quick, and then we're gonna move on. Can the Cavaliers realistically get out the Eastern Conference? Are you sold on how they moving? Because look at everybody was sold on Pittsburgh in the NFL. People were sold on the Minnesota Vikings, right? A lot of people weren't though. I'm kind of seeing Cleveland like that. I think that their record is way better than what they really are.
Yeah.
You know, I maybe see them win a round because if they get home field advantage, they might win 2 rounds. But can they get to the chip? Can they go through the Celtics or even the Knicks? That's the
a good
question. Do
question.
you think Cleveland's that good that they can live up to that 36-8 record, X, and go to the chip? Or you think that record's kind of a fluke? Let's keep it a band, baby.
They're a good team. With them is always in the playoffs. Are they physical enough to get through the better teams? I don't think they are. I think that record is a lot more to do that they haven't played really great teams a lot. They've been beating up on the teams they had to beat up. They lost to the Knicks.
And we can't forget Garland. Garland's been stepping up, dog.
Yeah, he has. They lost to the Knicks last week. Just last week, Oklahoma City blew them out easily.
Right.
I still think in the end they can make an Eastern Conference Finals. I don't think they're going to come out of the East. I see either the Knicks or the Celtics coming out of the East.
To me, Celtics are still a team to beat.
I think so too.
Last year, he was like, "No, Celtics, they won it all." I
Listen,
still think they're the team to beat.
I think the Celtics are
in the Eastern Conference.
I think they're still the best team in the East, regardless of what record Cleveland has. Come playoff time, them boys are going to step up. You know, Cleveland is good, but their record is deceiving. It really is.
I love Steve. Steve looks at the standings, and he sees Thunder got a great record, Cleveland got a great record. That's going to be the championship. Steve, unfortunately, it doesn't work like that, brother. So
they have to play still.
Put a future in that because you're going to give away money. It doesn't work out like that,
And let's
Steve.
remember, the refereeing is much different in the playoffs. So Cleveland won't have that much space to work in the playoffs. It's going to be a lot more physical, and I think that's their problem. They don't have those big physical bodies to compete with the Celtics or the Knicks.
Right. I mean, I like Jared Allen down there, man.
I like Jared Allen, yeah.
Jared Allen, I said it right.
And Evan Mobley, too. Evan Mobley's good, but...
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Mobley, Allen. And do they still got Okoro?
I haven't heard his name in a while. I don't think they do.
He's a big boy, but, you know, they need all the big boys they can get. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's the only way they're going to compete. But I still think they pretended. I know I'm seeing them win every night, but it just don't feel real. I don't know. Maybe it's me. But I think so they could get to the chip and then play good in the chip, then I'll start believing in them. But I don't believe in them, X. I don't believe in them.
I think Cleveland.
Before we go, choose one and why, because my battery's running out on my joint, X.
Oh, come on, man. You got to charge this, man. You got to charge it.
I had it full, X, but these 2 long shows.
I hear you, bro. Yeah, listen, man. It's always good, always fun to be here. You know that.
Oh, we still got to choose one and why.
Let's go. Oh, let's do this. Let's do this then. Let's go.
Okay, real quick. I'm going to make it simple for you.
All right.
We're going to nicknames on all of them. Make it real simple.
Nicknames, okay.
Guards. George Gervin, a.k.a. the Iceman. Or Pete Radovich, a.k.a. Pistol Pete. Who got the better nickname?
Damn,
Talk to me, X.
I like both those nicknames, man.
I
Come
love,
on. You got the Iceman finger rolling from the free throw line, Pistol Pete, the original 50-foot jump shooter from what would have been 3-pointers if it existed at that time.
crazy handle, crazy looks.
Crazy
But we're
handle,
not
crazy look,
talking game.
floppy
We're not
socks. Yeah,
talking game. We're
I
talking better
I'll
nickname.
go.
Put your answers in.
I'm gonna go with Pistol Pete, man. I just love that name, man. He's a gunslinger, man, and that's what Pistol Pete was, a gunslinger.
I ain't mad at you. This could go either way. But as a little kid, I always liked the Iceman
Yeah,
name, dog. That
yeah,
Iceman name from my 80s to now still holding weight, man.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? But Pistol Pete's definitely a dope name. But I'm going with the Iceman.
All
Let's
right,
go to the forwards now. Forwards, best
forwards.
nicknames. Karl Malone, aka the Mailman. Or
Okay.
Sean Kemp, aka the Rain Man. Who and why?
What they say, the mailman always delivers, but the rain man made it rain on you all the time, brother. There was not one player he didn't rain on. I'm gonna go with Sean Kemp. The Rain Man is the Rain Man. That's the name that always stuck with me with him, always
Right.
till this day. I like the mailman, but you can't go wrong with the Rain Man, brother.
You would have asked me this 15, 20 years ago. I would have easily said the Mailman.
Yeah, exactly.
But the Rain Man right now sounds way better than the
Oh
Mailman.
hell yeah.
Got old on me.
Yeah.
Got old on me. Early, I
Yeah.
loved it, all that delivery shit, all that,
Yeah.
all that.
Yeah.
But the Rain Man did not get old a bit. It never aged, so I'm
No, it
fucking with
didn't.
the Rain Man. And
It
it's
didn't.
not like the rain like it's raining.
Yeah.
It's more like the movie Rain of Fire.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
R-E-I-G,
N.
N.
Yeah.
Not the R, A-I-N. You know
No,
what I'm
no,
saying?
no, no,
But
no, no,
either
no.
way, it's still dope for me.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
It is.
last but not least, you ready?
I'm
Better
ready.
boxing nickname. Give me your
Boxing
answers,
nickname.
y'all. Oscar De La Hoya, a.k.a. the Golden Boy. Or Pernell Whitaker, a.k.a. Sweet Pea. Who and why?
Golden Boy or Sweet Pea, huh? Sweet Pea, man. He was sweet in the ring, brother. Slick, defensively, fast hands. My man was sweet, smooth. So I'm gonna go with Sweet Pea.
I'm gonna be honest. If I ask this question to the world, I think maybe about 65% would say Golden Boy, because
Yeah.
Golden Boy was
Yep.
fucking the shit, bro.
Yeah.
But we got the Al York Sports Show. We got the hip hoppers in my shit. We got the real motherfuckers in my shit. I got the fuck with Sweet Pea, baby. That's my guy,
Yeah.
dog.
That's my guy,
If
man.
I
Yeah.
asked it, like I said, to the world where everybody tapping in, them ESPN motherfuckers,
Yeah.
Fox 5 motherfuckers, I think they all go Golden Boy on this one.
Yeah, I think so too. But Sweet Pea, man. Sweet Pea, you can't go wrong, man. You can't go wrong.
Okay, X, any last words? Because my shit's running lower than low. I don't know if I can finish the show. Okay.
All right, brother. I appreciate having me on, brother.
Always.
A pleasure. Always good. We got to take this shit worldwide soon, brother.
You already
We
know
got to
it.
hit everybody
X,
up.
you got to get used to telling them to subscribe, comment, all that shit. Share. We're going to have you come. We like that out your vocabulary, man.
Oh, of course, brother.
Yo, you part of this Greek out, my nigga.
I hear
you
brother. Oh,
part of
definitely.
this shit.
Definitely, everybody need to subscribe. They need to write in your comments, everything, brother. We're going to take this shit. We're going to knock out First Take. We're going to knock out all them clowns on ESPN, Fox Sports 1, whatever it is. We're going to knock them all out. We taking over this year, brother. You know that. Subscribe, everybody. Subscribe.
There you go. X-Man the Hater. X-Man the Hater said that.
Thank
Y'all motherfuckers
you, brother.
better follow, man. X-Man, great work as always. Always on point. Always ready to come in. Always ready to chop this food up. God bless you and your family. We're going to get to you soon, X-Man.
God bless, brother. Have a good one. Have a good weekend, everybody.
Okay, X-Man the Hater, guys. Guys, now we going to the free picks. Then we're going to go to the spinoff. And I got to talk to you about the spinoff because I made a mistake last week. And I apologize to my brother Sess. I said he tied B Ford. But when I went into the book told me that Seth won like one of the last ones in round 6, so that doesn't count for round 7. So now before these with 2 wins, and everybody who has 1 win, and everybody that got 0 wins. So B4 is up. But let me give you the free picks. Basically, KGM Cal and Noah Parker both like the Buffalo Bills +2 this Sunday, 3:30 Pacific, 6:30 Eastern at Arrowhead Stadium. Second free pick, I'm going to give out the Commanders. I'm hoping to get 6.5, but I want y'all to buy it to 7. If we don't get 6.5, leave it at +6. It's 6 right now. But I noticed the line been shifting because we do it 2 days before, so that should shift. So if it shifts to 6.5, I want the Commanders +7 at Lincoln Financial Field. I think I'll run with the momentum, the hot team, even though I know the Eagles are a better team, but I'm running with the smoke right now, and the smoke of the Commanders, especially just to keep it close. I still think the Eagles find a way like they did their last couple games, but I like the Commanders to cover the spread. Those are your free picks right there. Now we going to the spin-off. Good luck to everybody. Let's get it, baby. And like I said, the champ B4 leads with 2 wins. I'm sorry if I misled y'all. Everybody 1 and 0, B4 with 2. Let's get it. Oh, let me put something on. Give me a minute. Let me put something on. Oh, yo, this trade would have fell, and it took me literally about 15 minutes to get this shit right. Thank God in 4. Round 7, giveaway 1. Round 7, 1 through 20. Let's get it. A lot of people haven't won in a long time. I'm hoping that they win today. Shout out to everybody, y'all. TGI Friday. God bless everybody. No drinking and driving. Y'all know what the fuck it is, man. Don't put yourself in no predicaments you can't get out of. Because like my wife said, regret is at the end. Trust me. Here we go. Let me marinate these motherfuckers. Reggie McCusker in the building, baby. My umpire brother right there. ATL's finest. Man, I got motherfuckers all over this planet, bro. ATL, Tampa, New Mexico, Tokyo, Pittsburgh, Missouri, all kind of shit. Fucking Jersey, Bronx, Brooklyn. Living my dream, man. Even though I ain't get the bag yet, I'm living my fucking dream, man. Me able to tell y'all what the fuck I feel about shit. How can you beat that? Let's go. Giveaway 1, round 7. Let's get back to it. Here we go. Here we go. No cheating. Just like when I umpire. If a ball come out, no bueno. Everything's got to be smooth sailing. Here we go. Got a winner. Wearing that red like me, got that blood dripping, baby. That got that blood dripping. Round 7. Giveaway 1 winner is number 17. Number 17. Chico Liston, baby. I haven't said that name in a long time. Chico back in action. His 2nd win, guys. So he definitely tied B4. Definitely. Let's go to giveaway 2. Chico Liston back on the strike, baby. See, I do all this in front of y'all. So y'all can see there ain't no bullshit. I don't go lock myself in the room like they do with the ping pong balls. I don't do that shit. I do it where y'all can see it at. Everything clean cut, baby. I ain't got nothing to hide. Fuck, I'ma hide anything for. Only thing I'ma hide is my private parts, goddammit. Giveaway 2, 21 through 40, let's get it. I've been hollering on Instagram, y'all. Y'all need to get an Instagram account. I've been talking to them niggas over there, bro. Giving them niggas exclusive work on Instagram. And they don't even know that's light. That shit is light. I got powerful shit coming at that shit. I just gotta get them used to me. They're just not used to me like that. But once I keep giving them that raw, accurate, consistent, they're gonna love it like everybody else already loves it, baby. Trust me. Here we go. Giveaway 2. Round 7. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Winner is giveaway 2, round 7. Got a winner. Let me push it back real quick. Giveaway 2, round 7 winner is 36. Little Key Vega, baby. Key Vega back in the building, baby. Well, I think Keith also got 2 wins. So Brian Fall got some company. He got company. Chico, Keith Vega. Now there ain't no runaway. These guys want to win, Brian. They know you the champion. You won twice in 6 rounds. They trying to get a chip too, baby. Summary coming up. Wow. 2 long shows. I love it. I'm glad I came up with the idea of doing that because I felt like I was rushing my compadres. Like, I would cut people off with words in their mouth, pause. And not only that, in this day and age, nobody really want to see that AaRON shit, that marathon shit no more. My little man always schooling me on that. Not to say that the segments now are that much different because instead of going an hour, we reaching 45, 50 minutes. But the difference is it's still shorter, and I get everybody to get their shit off. Like I had dudes hanging up with words in their mouth. I hate when I'm on the phone and somebody don't let me finish. That shit bothers, man. Like, damn, how you get your shit off and I don't get my shit off? We ain't got that no more. Plus, there's more content, low key. You hear me? But yeah, we had KGM Sports came in, tapped on a national championship. Though it was like on Monday, we still hit up on it a little bit. We touched the 2 great football games, conference championship this Sunday, Lincoln Financial Field, you know what I mean, with the Redskins, Commanders, whatever you want to call them, versus the Eagles. And then the big game that I think the whole world's going to have eyes on. That's why they shifted that shit to 3:30 and 6:30 at Arrowhead Stadium, which is the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. Josh Allen's got to somehow, some way, he's got to leave off that field with a victory. He's got to leave off that field with a victory, man. No less than the victory, man. I'm not a Pat Mahomes hater. I know my man Big T lover, but I'm tired of seeing this movie, man. I want to see a different movie, man. And Josh Allen's got the ability to change that fucking movie, man. Then we did the choose one and why. Got that out the way. Then we shifted off to my man, X-Man the Hater. X-Man the Hater came in, touched up on Ben Johnson's new gig with the Chicago Bears. Let me say that right, from Detroit. the Detroit Lions coordinator. Now he's down with the Bears, running the whole ship over there. Hopefully they give him the authority to do it all over there, not just, just have him do a few things. Let him run that whole shit. Let him change the culture. That's the word I was looking for, was the culture. Then Aaron Glenn, I think right now on paper looks like a great fit. Ex New York Jet, ex first round pick, great coordinator. Even though a lot of people might disagree because they gave up all them points, but you got to understand, Lions score so quick that that defense is always out there, and not to mention about at least 60% of his defense went down. That's a lot of lost pieces. So a lot of people that could see through, all of that knows that he was a good coordinator because he did what he could have with the little bit that he had left. And you have to manufacture that in your thought process. And I think he's going to be good with the Jets. It's my opinion. I think he's a great fit. Then we touched a little bit on the Cowboys situation. Brian Schottenheimer. I don't even know why I give the Cowboys clout. Fuck the Cowboys. They still doing the same bullshit. I'm about to come out with the video where I just give up my rights to them, man. Y'all gonna love that shit too. I got the whole shit lined up how I want to do it. And also came in, we touched up on a little bit on the NBA 3-yard curveball. We didn't even know he was gonna go there. And then, to choose one and why. And like I said also on my message of the day, you don't know someone until you know them. And I want you to think what that means. You don't know someone until you know them. And it usually takes a situation to take place. So that person's true colors just shows. But sometimes it's too late for you, if you know what I mean. I've seen people get bodied, set up, robbed before they identified who this person was. So that's the bad thing about it. If you can identify them without having to go through those things, you gotta break off with them and go as far as you could the other way, man. All right, y'all. Appreciate you guys. Like I said, I gotta get the Instagram accounts. I'm bleeding them cats over there. I'm hearing them niggas. I'm giving them work, man, and I'm about to give them a little work today, tomorrow, and Sunday. They're about to get some Al York work. That's real talk. Thank you guys. Appreciate you guys. TGI Friday, no drinking and driving, open sessions, Al York Sports. I love you guys. Continue to tap in because I'm gonna give y'all everything I got, man. Few texts just came in late, better late than never. Love you guys. Don't forget, tap in, man. Love y'all.